Yan, sorry. Nagkaroon ng technical difficulties. I don't know kung bakit siya nag-crash, pero nag-crash siya. And it took my whole system with me. I mean, it took the whole system with it.
Hey, you're the one who's...
Hey!
Done and done.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you? Ooh, got something good for me? Does jumping at them with my fists count as ranged? Fine. Yes! Finally! Everything is...
God damn. Ano kaya nangyari? Magigahang na naman ba?
We're gonna have rat tonight.
Yes, we are. Come here, rat. Thanks, lady. Don't mention it, kid.
Hey.
Hey.
One of my aides said you got into the Lucky 38. If you see someone by the name of Emily near there, we would like you to work for us.
I think I found someone who will be able to cover for your supplies.
That's phenomenal. Who did you find?
The Garretts.
They supply Freeside with drugs and liquor. From my point of view, they're just better organized pushers. Upgrading their stills would increase their supply of liquor and chems. How does that help Freeside? Good point. We wouldn't be paying anything for their supplies, just a portion of our food waste to make ethanol. We get food from nearby wasteland farmers in exchange for medical services, so we could put our caps back into helping Freeside. Tell the Garretts we'll keep their stills running if they provide us with supplies. Thank you for arranging this. You've been a godsend.
Okay.
Great. What do you have? How much? Thanks. Anything else?
That's all.
Thanks for the donation. Every bit goes toward helping Freeside. We don't have a lot.
Ano? Hand stabilizer. Motor memorizer. Try natin itong tatlong to. Whew.
Great to see you again.
So wala. Nothing. Wala na natin si Usunagi-san.
You're back. It'll be... All right, this...
Okay. Thread damper. Oh, okay. E. Kailangan natin ng we need more. Okay. Scrap electronics. Meron siguro dito, no? What's up, boss?
Hey there. You
Yep. Bye. Laging one scrap electronic pero mas mataas ang na science requirement. Next ay Camp tama diba? Camp Karen. Camp McCarran Terminal Building. The trigger area is just inside the terminal building at the center set of main triple doors, or the eastern set of triple doors closest to Colonel Shu's office. Excuse me. That's my bed.
A lot of folks at McCarran really appreciate what you've done.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
There's a lot more troops here than we thought. No wonder we couldn't hold Helios 1.
Okay. Nellis Air Force Base. Ay, nako. God damn it. Meron silang mad cow disease. It's a mad cows. Field check. Nasaan yung BB gun? Nagkaroon ba ng bug? Oh well.
I keep hearing about some courier making a fuss over at the strip. Must have delivered more than just mail.
Yep.
There was some kind of massacre at one of the ranger stations. I don't know which one.
That tower on the strip, the one you can see for miles? I hear it ain't sealed up no more.
Whoa there, pal. You better slow down, or you'll get blown up like the rest of the idiots who thought they'd scavenge in boomer territory. Now that I've got your attention, might you be interested in a little information? It'll cost you, but it's well worth the investment.
Bakit?
Oh, lordy, lordy. You haven't heard of the boomers? What rock have you been living under? They're a bunch of artillery-slinging, grenade-lobbing odd jobs camping out in Nelle. Wander into their territory and you're as good as mincemeat.
Alright. Is there a way to get past?
There is a way, and I'll tell you. For a little wager.
Let's hear it.
Well, I know the secret to get past. If you give me the caps, I'll tell you. If you make it back alive, I'll double your money.
Alright.
Okay, here you go. That page has the details, but it's all in the timing as you move from building to building. I'll be here watching, so I'll know if you've made it to the gate or not. Remember, there's 600 caps in it if you make it.
Should have brought some.
The key to avoiding the artillery is to move from building to building, up from northwest side of town toward the front gate. Stick to the high cover in the northeast corner of the two buildings, then make a beeline for the gate.
This is a message to the NCR from the Legion. We are coming for you. Run, and we will catch you. Hide, and we will find you. No matter what you do, you are all going to die. We took one of the women alive.
Hold it right there. Don't you move. How the hell did you survive that bombardment? But I had you zeroed in the whole time. Nobody's that fast.
Except me.
Move a muscle now and I'll blow you to pieces. Then just stay where you are. Raquel will be here any second.
Okay.
I'll take this from here. I'm Raquel, Master-at-Arms for the Nellis homeland. Mother Pearl, our eldest, wishes to speak to you. Unacceptable. You've made it Mother Pearl's invitation.
Alright.
Follow close and mind your behavior.
Welcome, child. Took your sweet time getting here, didn't you? I've been waiting a good 5 years for an outsider to come along and visit.
How might I be of assistance?
Oh, so many ways. Small ones to begin with, so we can get used to what it's like to have a outsider around and about. Should that go well, it may be you can help in big ways, too. We'll have to see. You have to keep in mind that you're our first contact with the outside world since I was barely a woman. Seclusion has kept us safe, but the world around us is changing. Neon lights in the distance, patrolling robots, soldiers. My youngers think our guns can keep out the world, but I think we need to let it in just a little, or become its victim. You're that little bit of the world, child. Welcome to Nellis.
Where do I start?
You picked a good time to stop by, for we're swimming in problems. My youngers can tell you all about it.
Okay.
Raquel could use help with the bug problem. Doc Argyle has wounded he's tending to. And Loyal and Jack might be looking for help with some repairs. Or you could just go see Pete at the museum and hear the story of our people. All you have to do there is listen. Come and go as you like, help or don't help, I leave it up to you. But I hope you'll show my youngers that not every outsider needs to be blown up.
Watch your step, sister. Sorry.
Evening.
Balikan natin si Veronica and friend. Veronica and Eddie.
Aw, just...
Hello.
Jumping Jesus on a pogo stick. You're the first one to make it through alive, let alone manage your return trip.
I believe you said you would double my money?
Yep. Here are your caps. Sorry about that. Poor memory. Here you go. That was pretty incredible. I've never seen anyone come out of the boomer's reign of death alive.
Perfectly good homes. Hello.
I still can't believe how you ran through that artillery barrage.
Yep. I'm just full of surprises. Huwag natin yung sa boomers. Volare. Or volare. Solaire.
Watch your step, sister.
Hey there, lady. Can you help me find Mr. Cuddles?
Who is Mr. Cuddles?
Mr. Cuddles is my teddy. I lost him, and I don't remember where.
Okay, I'll look for him.
Thanks. Roar! I'm a dinosaur.
I'm a vicious velociraptor. Roar!
Ooh, you know a lot about dinosaurs.
Hey, do you have any toys outside of here? I sure could use something fun.
Boomers and targets.
That is a neat idea. I'll be the spotter. I'll find someone to play the target.
Whoa, you're the outsider? What are you doing here? Wow, you sound awesome.
Sup, kid?
Halt. You must pay the toll to pass. Very well, traveler. You may pass. Hi there. Hi. Hi there. See you.
Asan yung pwede ko bigyan ng ano?
Hi there. See you.
Dito pala. Si Raquel.
Hey. Mother Pearl's instructions are clear. You can move freely around Nellis, and artillery spotters have orders not to fire on you. These are extraordinary privileges. Don't abuse them.
Okay. Mother Pearl said you have a bug problem?
Long story short, the power failed a few days ago because giant ants have tunneled into the generator room and set up a nest. I led a team down to exterminate them, but there were so many of them. We lost. 2 killed, 3 wounded. Personally, I think it's more than a savage can handle. But if you want to kill those ants and switch the power back on, feel free.
Okay.
Sure, anyone can. But there's more than a few down there. See for yourself. One other thing. The ants must be eating gunpowder from the munitions down there, or something. They exploded when hit by a flamethrower. One of us was using a laser pistol. Same thing. Bullets seem okay. Just don't hit the artillery shells. Loyal's been working on some kind of weapon to use against them. Maybe you should check with him.
Nelly's generator key. Alright. Well, you know, we could just kill them all. Hello. More kids?
This is Mission Control, ready for liftoff. What's your 5x5?
I bet when you get bigger, you'll be able to fly your own plane.
You bet I will. I'm almost old enough to fly in the VR sims. That'll be awesome.
Goodbye.
See?
Put up your dukes. I'm the red brick kid. You better believe it. I'll knock your block off.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I am La Phantoma. I will fly to the side of injustice. Yes, it has been a long time since La Phantoma had a good sidekick.
Goodbye. Okay, medical station. Hello.
I know Mother Pearl is letting you wander Nellis as you please, outsider, but I have patients to tend to.
I'm looking for ways to make myself useful.
I have 3 patients here who were gravely injured fighting those giant ants in the generator building a few days ago. I've stabilized their wounds, but they're in bad shape. Do you have medical training?
I have extensive medical knowledge. Let's see what I can do.
If what you say is true, you can do us a world of good.
Okay.
Excellent treatment. I hadn't thought of that.
Ilan na bang aking skills? Medicine 60. Treat the patient. This man appears to be severely injured. Swelling around his face and neck is interfering with his breathing. Are you sure you want to treat him? Treat the patient. After carefully considering treatment options, you realize the patient is merely having a strong allergic reaction. By cleaning all wounds of ant venom and administering a steroid component, you reduce the swelling and the patient's breathing returns to normal.
I thought that man was done for, but you brought him around.
This man looks like he has a serious infection. Improper treatment will kill him. Would you like to treat him? Medicine 40 or higher required. Treat the infection. With a combination of natural herbs, bandages, and some disinfectant, you are able to clean the wounds and help boost the patient's immune system enough that he'll survive.
That was some fine doctoring. I could learn a thing or two from you. Yes, outsider?
Can you spare any medical supplies?
Sorry, friend. We really don't have a need for wasteland. Those men owe you their lives. Seems we could learn a thing or two from you savages, when it comes to medicine at least. Bye.
Bye. Nelle's schoolhouse. Loyal's house. Nelle's workshop. The Boomer Museum. If you look at the thing, Nelle's Air Force Base, the Nelle's Boomer Museum. The player character just needs to listen to Pete's lecture in front of the mural. The trigger is the last line of his speech. Veronica remarks on the similarities between the Boomers and the Brotherhood of Steel. Okay. I'd like to get...
You're the outsider. Mother Pearl sent word that you'd be stopping by. You must be eager to hear the story of our people.
Who are you?
Me? I'm Pete, keeper of the story. I know I seem kind of young. I was the apprentice keeper of the story until a couple months ago, but old Keeper Don, well, whiskey and landmines don't go together. So it's up to me. I bet you want to know everything about us.
Sure.
Wonderful. I'm sure you've noticed the mural on the wall of this hut. Shall I tell you what it all means?
Sure.
Excellent. Imagine you're the first outsider to ever hear our tale. Ages ago, long before I was born, we lived underground. Everyone had guns, but the overseer wouldn't let us explode anything, not even a hand grenade. Ages ago, long before I was born, we lived underground. Everyone had guns, but the overseer wouldn't let us explode anything, not even a hand grenade. We left and wandered the wastes. There were savages with knives. We blew them up with frag mines and grenades, burned them with flamethrowers.
Parang nanginginig
It was
ka,
neat,
Pete.
but there was a downside. For every 43.6 savages we killed, we lost one of our own. We needed a new home. We needed Nellis. Here we have prospered and multiplied. Here our mighty guns destroy any savages who might try to harm us before they can even reach our gates. Well, until... But... Not saying you want to harm us or you're a savage, but anyways... Nellis has revealed many secrets. It has taught us how to fly the bombers once based here, and it has taught us where to find one. And that is our story so far. For this last image is our future. To restore the bomber, to fly the open skies in armored safety, raining high explosive ordnance upon ignorant savages. This is our destiny. I'm pleased that you listened to the entire story. Perhaps there are details you'd like to know more about. Let me know. Now that you know the story of our people, you must have all sorts of questions.
Okay.
Ask away.
Why did your ancestors leave the safety of the vault?
So you know about the vaults? Yes, we lived in one of those. Ours was numbered 34. In our vault, everyone had guns, but the overseer wouldn't let you fire off any of the really fun ones. I guess all the little pops and bangs at the firing ranges just got boring after a while. And at Nellis, we found it. We haven't detonated any atomic warheads since before I was born. But otherwise, it's do as you will. Anything else you want?
Explosive. Can we go up to 40? Okay.
Now that you know the story of our...
Some questions about... Yeah, any detonation with a yield of less than a half ton of TNT is boring.
Exactly. We haven't detonated any atomic warhead since before I was born. But besides that, it's a heck with nitpicky restrictions. Anything else you want to know? Now that you know the story of...
I'm surprised Nellis was empty when your people found it.
Several automatic warheads detonate here 100 years ago, leaving the base highly radioactive. The savages of the waste, ignoramuses, all avoided Nellis by habit.
Whereas your people had brought Geiger counters with them from the vault.
That's exactly right. You're very knowledgeable for a Sav, an outsider. Anything else you want to know? Now that you know the story of our people,
Gusto ko lang ng XP.
Nellis is a completely self-sufficient community. We draw water from Lake Mead, solar arrays provide power, and we grow our own crops.
Oh, survival.
And
It's enough history for now. Kaya ba nating palakasin? Special. Endurance A3.
now that you know the story of our people,
Okay, umabot pala. You must cultivate soy or legumes for protein in addition to grains.
indeed we do. Very impressive. Anything else you want to know?
What are howitzers doing at the Air Force Base?
You're right. They weren't here when we discovered Nellis. We found the guns at a huge weapon depot called Area 2, many miles from here. It took many weeks to drag the guns and their ammunition back to Nellis, and it was the last time any of us set foot beyond our homeland.
That howitzer battery is a monument to the grit and resolve of your people.
Thank you so much. I'll be sure to pass that on. Anything else you want to know? Once we restore power, we learned that some elaborate chairs we've been sleeping in were actually virtual reality simulators. We believe they were used to train combat pilots. We used them extensively. I alone have shot down over 500 Chinese Zion 85 fighters. Before you ask, I'm afraid there's no way you can be allowed to use the simulators. They're for our use only. Sorry.
Aww.
That's beautiful. Yes, it's exactly like that. So free, so... words can't do it justice. Anything else you want to know?
How did you learn where to find an old bomber?
Loyal found a file somewhere on the base, with magazine articles, photographs, a map even. It seems that a bomber, apparently the 29th of its kind, crashed in Lake Mead on July 21st, 1948. Just imagine, that's over 300 years ago. The photograph shows that it was basically intact, and the map tells us exactly where to find it. Except we haven't left Nellis in decades.
You could attach ballast to the plane and then haul it here for repairs.
Yes. In fact, that's exactly what Loyal has planned to do. You should go talk to him. I wish everyone were just as interested in our story as you are. Maybe I should act out the battles, or learn how to throw my voice. Over at the workshop...
Bye.
Bye.
A bunch of shut-ins who scorn outsiders and hold technology over them. Gee, where have I heard that one before? Hey, you got a second?
What is it?
The Brotherhood is failing. I've always known that. If we don't change course, we're going to fall apart, or fade away. But until recently, I haven't understood where we went wrong, or how to fix it. I think I need to go home.
Okay.
Great! Thanks. Thank you. I'll encourage people to name their non-ugly children after you. Seriously.
Really? So we may see our dream of flight soon?
I can't believe we may see the super fortress built in my life. I hope Pearl knows what she's doing, letting you wander around Nellis as you please.
I'm looking for ways to make myself useful.
If that's so, how about you look into repairing the solar arrays on the roof of the generator building? Nothing too complicated about it, but it's a long ways to walk my old bones, and there's been that ant problem over near there. You can't miss the array. It's on top of the generator building smack dab in the middle of Nellis, between the two runways.
Okay.
Ha! If we had spare parts, do you think I'd be asking you to fix the damn things? That's rich. No, we ran out of spares a while back, and Jack and I have been doing our best to patch the arrays up as best we can. Sadly, we're at our wits' end. There have to be spare parts somewhere around the wasteland, but I just don't know where to direct you. You may have noticed we don't get out much.
Let's talk about something else then.
All right. What's on your mind? No, those aren't for outsiders to use. Leave them alone.
Oh, what?
Well, if you genuinely care so much, they're flight simulators. If you don't know our history yet, you should see Pete and get the tour. We dream to one day rule the skies.
Raquel said you were working on some kind of weapon to fight the giant ants.
I started building a sonic emitter that might do the trick, but it's useless without knowing the exact frequency that would kill the ants. Hot damn, you're right! It's a matter of boosting across those thresholds, not exact amplitude. You're smarter than you look. Just so happens I was testing it at 24,000 hertz, so it should be good to go. Place it near their nest and cross your fingers. Signal's too high for people to hear, so no harm done. But it might make you feel sick to your stomach. What is it, outsider?
Goodbye.
I can take care of that robot problem for you. Just saying. So you're the outsider. Lived your whole life out there, huh? Wow. I always thought you savages probably spoke a different language. But I hear you sound like us.
What do you do here?
Me? I work with Loyal. Mostly electronics work and robotics. Keeping the old technologies alive, right?
What can you tell me about Loyal?
Loyal's a great man, but he's getting on in years. So a younger's got to learn everything he knows. That'd be me. The man knows how to fix and build just about everything that was ever made. It's not easy keeping up with him.
Okay.
What I could use is some scrap metal. It may not sound exciting, but around here we have to recycle every rivet and plate. The other thing, you being from the outside and all, well, I guess you'd call it a personal matter, but, well, forget it. You think I'm handsome? Wow. I wonder if she does too.
Mm-hmm.
There's an outpost near here. The signs say, Crimson Caravan. It seems like they carry things to and fro for people out there. Well, every once in a while, I watch the outpost through one of the spotter's binoculars. And sometimes there's this girl there. This special girl. And sometimes it's like she's watching me back with her binoculars. Except she's probably just watching Nellis. I haven't tried waving.
Maybe I could talk to her for you.
Oh, you can't miss her. She has short red hair and she's the most beautiful woman who ever lived. You'd really talk to her for me? What if she feels the same way? What if she comes here like you did? What if she gets blown up? What if she doesn't like me? Oh, geez. I better just let you handle it. I'm better with machines. They don't make my stomach queasy like this.
Okay.
That would be amazing. As in, I would thank you forever. Have you seen her? Like I said.
You have done well to earn the trust of my people, child. I believe the time has come for you to show your value. Find Loyal and ask him about our people's fondest dream. He will tell you what to do next.
Okay. Let's fix this damn thing. $65 or higher. And about a Virgo. Fixing things. Okay. Reflector panels on this array are damaged. Salvage parts can be used to repair the array. Using your knowledge of photovoltaic cells, you thoroughly clean, polish, and upgrade the solar panels. You also clean and rewire some of the degraded circuits you spotted. Array efficiency improved by 50%.
Pearl sent word saying it's all right to tell you about the lady in the water.
Lady in the water?
A long time ago, long before the war that killed just about everything that ever lived, a bomber crashed not far from here. A bomber was a flying contraption that could drop explosives down on anything it flew over. But anyway, moving on. This bomber crashed down in Lake Mead, pretty damn near intact. When we got to Nelle, see, I found this article in a magazine all about it. There was another B-29 around here, part of a museum. Couldn't fly, but had a lot of spare parts, see? Get where I'm going? Since I was a young man, I've dreamed of raising that lady from the lake and bringing her back to life. What do you say?
Where's the bomber located?
It's at the bottom of Lake Mead. I'll mark its location on your Pip-Boy map. Simple. Attach deployable ballast to the plane and float it on up. Here is a remote detonator. Once the ballast is attached to the plane, just hit the detonator from the shore and let buoyancy handle the rest.
Okay.
Good. Here's the deployable ballast. Go find the plane, attach the ballast, and hit the button. Might try holding your breath. If that doesn't sound good enough, talk to Jack. He was working on a rebreather once.
Should have brought something to read. Aw.
What's up, man?
Have you seen her? You said you talked to her. I just need some parts from a pressure cooker to create a hermetic seal for the rebreather.
Corn silk, rubber hose, and a removable adhesive would make a good hermetic seal.
That's a brilliant idea. I can put that together right now. Here you go. A new rebreather.
Nice. Damn.
I hear you're going to help us. I hope you're up for the task. It's going to be a dream come true once you've raised that bomber from Lake Mead.
Okay. I repaired the solar arrays and increased their efficiency.
An impressive piece of work. I'll keep that in mind if jobs come up in the future.
All right. See, thump thump. Okay. Hindi ba siya grenade launch? Key.
I can't believe we may see the super fortress built in my lifetime.
I see the power's back on. The ants are all dead?
Yep.
Maybe Pearl is right about you, because I don't know how you pulled that off. I'll tell Loyal to send someone down to clear out the eggs and repair the generators. Good work. What is it, outsider? The next time you leave Nellis, keep an eye out for missiles. We're down to a 5-year supply for our launchers.
Will do.
Come find me when you've got some to turn in. How many? Thanks. Those'll last us a day. Bye.
Okay.
I can take care of that robot problem for you. Just saying.
Marksman Carbine. Quest. There, Young Hearts. Let's see. Mali pala. Hello.
Hey there. You looking to buy or sell?
Sell.
Can do.
What's up, Janet?
Hey. You should go talk to Blake or Alex.
I don't suppose you watch the boomers over in Nelle sometimes, do you?
I watch all sorts of things with my binoculars. Who wants to know? And why? Nice-looking blonde boy? I always wondered if he was watching me back. What's he like? Well, you don't have to do that anymore. Sounds like I better hurry to him. Any chance the boomers would let me visit Nellis?
I'll ask Pearl.
This is so exciting. Let me know how it turns out.
Nakakainis yung back and forth na to. Di lang niya sinabing gusto niya yung caps. From Alice McLafferty.
You have done well to earn the trust of my people, child.
Yep. Jack is interested in a girl.
Well, well, this is welcome news. Who is she?
She works for the Crimson Caravan.
She's with those traders? They've tried to contact us before, but I'm not interested in trading with greedy savages. This presents a bit of a problem. Jack isn't allowed to leave Nellis, and I doubt she would make it through the artillery alive.
It would mean a lot to Jack if she could come to Nellis.
I suppose Jack deserves a chance at love. You can tell Jack she has a free pass to enter, but he is responsible for her actions. Do not make me regret this decision, outsider. Loyal still needs help get...
Bye. Tell Jack Janet. Tell Jack. Mr. Cuddles. Well, well, well.
I can't... Have you seen her?
Yep, good news. She feels the same way.
She does? You mean it? That's incredible. What happens next? Can she come here? How do we make sure she doesn't get blown up? Should I talk to the gunners or to Pearl?
I spoke to Pearl. Janet needs a way past the artillery.
Here, take this boomer outfit. I'll let the gunners know she's coming, and not to shoot at her.
Hello again. How's your boomer friend?
Actually, I wanted to talk to you about him again.
I was hoping you would. What's going on? Have they agreed to my safety yet?
Ito, boomer uniform for you.
There's one more thing. I have a work contract with the Crimson Caravan, and if I walk away, I lose the wages they owe me. Could you do just one more thing for me and talk to Alice McLafferty about it? I know if I do it, she'll just say no. I'd hate to lose the money.
Okay.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Janet's asked me to contact you to talk to you about releasing her from her contract.
Ah, yes. Her infatuation with a boomer she's never met. It's a small camp. Word gets around. She's aware she's breaking her contract, which is undoubtedly why she sent you to talk to me instead of coming herself. Janet is free to leave, but she forfeits the wages she's owed. That's the price of contract breaking. Take it or leave it. Take.
Ano ba pwede ko kainin? Fine, sayang.
Welcome back.
Are you really going to ruin what's supposed to be a time of happiness for her?
Being sentimental is not how I made the Crimson Caravan so successful. But I'll allow it, just this once. Janet will be paid what she's owed. Consider it a gift.
Yay!
Morning.
Morning.
Have you spoken with McLafferty yet?
Yep.
That's great. I can't believe you went through all this trouble for me. Thank you.
I'm happy you came along.
Hi. I can't believe I'm going to meet my red-headed lady soon. I'm really nervous about it.
Bye.
You are the answer to our...
Hello. It's great to finally meet you.
Oh no!
Hi there. It's great to meet you as well.
I'm glad you made it out here. You're even more stunning up close than you were at a distance.
Alam na natin kung ano may
And you're
future
even
na
more handsome
kanilang
up close. Do you think
relationship.
it'll be okay if I hang
Oh
around
my.
here for a little while?
So
we can
risque.
get to know each other better?
Of course it would. I'll have you set up with some quarters with some of the other women.
Nelson will serve as example. We'll bleed the ground red with anyone who opposes our peace efforts.
Thank you for getting Janet to Nellis. I've never been so happy in my entire life.
Okay.
See ya.
So now, let's go to the Brotherhood of Steel.
Uh-oh.
Aid. Huh. What do you mean, murderer? What the heck? Ay, nako. It's doing that thing again. Bakit? Stable naman siya for most of the time. Bakit ngayon nag-ano siya? Wait lang ah. Hindi ko nakikita eh. Just quick save the damn thing.
Trouble. Trouble.
Save nga natin. Unless there's something here. Cash and like baseball. All right.
Hold up. There are death claws all over the damn place north of here. I'd turn back if I were you. If you want to get to New Vegas, you're better off heading east from Prim and then looping north. It's a heck of a lot safer.
Where'd the death claws come from?
They moved into the quarry after the powder gangers came through and made off with most of our dynamite. We shut the quarry down while we waited for the NCR to get us some more blasting sticks, but now the death claws have shown up. The NCR's a no-show, and my men and I have got nothing to do but sit on our asses all day. It's damn frustrating.
I could take care of it.
I don't know what it is about you, but I think you could actually pull it off. Death claws are tough bastards, but you might be even tougher. Nobody here is any use to you in a fight against death claws, but take these medical supplies. You'll probably need them. To do the job right, you've got to get rid of the pack leaders, the Mother Death Claw and the Death Claw Alpha Male. Should run the rest of them off.
Okay.
We'd see them occasionally, but they didn't seem too keen on getting too close to the quarry. Not sure if it was the noise or all the workers. I can't believe that an entire pack moved into the quarry. I thought that kind of bad luck only happened in New Vegas. There are a bunch of escaped cons from down south. The NCR was using them to maintain the railways as part of their sentence. I don't know who screwed up, but the powder gangers are loose. It was one group that attacked us and took our entire supply of dynamite. Okay.
What is this place?
This is Sloan, a camp for us quarry workers. The actual quarry, Quarry Junction, is up the road north of here. The whole thing is an NCR operation. We make cement for the NCR using the limestone we dig out with dynamite and drag lines. Dirty work, but the pay's good. Wish we got paid in caps, though. Not a lot of merchants like taking NCR paper money.
What does the NCR need with the cement?
It all gets shipped by rail over towards Boulder City and Hoover Dam. The NCR is probably building fortifications with it all.
What's a drag line?
It's a big machine which moves rocks around, piles at a time. It's pre-war tech, so you need to thump it once in a while to keep it running.
You don't get paid in caps?
Nope. The NCR has been trying to switch over to using paper money, just like in the pre-war days. Trouble is that the exchange rates ain't exactly fair. For example, $100 in NCR money is valued at roughly half that in caps around here. Seems like a rotten deal for us, but work is work.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
Sure.
What can you tell me about New Vegas?
I've been there once, and I don't recommend it. It's just a way to burn through a month's pay in 5 minutes. I've seen a lot of folks come through here thinking they'll have the easy life once they get there. It never happens.
Alright, goodbye.
If you insist on going north, don't be expecting a rescue when you get into trouble.
Gawin natin to. Snuffles. Oof. Your leg appears to be injured. Clean the wound with antibiotics and expertly bind Snuffles' injured leg. How's it going? Iba yung... Goodbye.
You need something?
I fixed Snuffles' leg.
I'd noticed Snuffles limping, but I didn't realize the problem was that serious. Thanks. That beast helps keep spirits up around here.
Okay, goodbye.
Yep.
Save. Better save now, baka mag-crash na naman. And quick save.
I hear a troublesome Legion camp got razed to the ground. You're a model citizen, thank you.
You're welcome. Activate generator. This generator would provide useful power to the quarry junction if it were functional. Whoever assembled it had no idea what they were doing. Many parts are connected incorrectly or hooked up backwards. Someone with the proper knowledge could easily get the generator operational. Properly assemble the generator. What's up?
You need something?
I repaired your generator.
It's nice to see things going the way they're supposed to for a change. I'm going to pay you out of my own pocket for this one. Yep.
Ooh. Mess hall. Hello.
Let me ask you a question. What's the tastiest thing you've ever eaten?
Anything that wasn't made 200 years ago.
Ah, yeah. Can you believe some people still eat that stuff? Anyway, I've got this recipe for a deathclaw omelet that I've been itching to try out. Trouble is, I need a deathclaw egg. Kinda obvious, I suppose.
Where did you come up with this recipe?
My great-aunt Rose ran a bed and breakfast back in California, in a town called Modoc. She's the one who created the recipe in the first place. I don't know how she managed to get a hold of a female deathclaw, but she kept it in a shed. Aunt Rose had a steady supply of eggs for her omelets. At least, she did until some stranger came along and killed the deathclaw, shot it right in the eye.
Where can I find it? A deathclaw egg.
The quarry just north of here is full of deathclaws, so there's bound to be an egg or two in there somewhere. Of course, a deathclaw egg from anywhere will do. According to my Aunt Rose, those things have a ridiculously long shelf life.
Okay.
I don't have much in the way of money, but I'd be willing to share the secret of the recipe.
Okay.
Sure thing. Thanks. I'll get there eventually. I've heard that you can't even... Born and raised. Things back in California are better than they've ever been, according to my grandpa. The raiders are mostly gone now, and it's easy enough to get a job at one of the mills or farms. But now there's taxes and laws and other things. The NCR keeps things safe and orderly, but it's all very boring. So, I came out east, towards the frontier. All right. Do you need anything to eat or drink?
Goodbye.
All right, then.
Hey.
Natin, kung kaya nating patayin. What the heck? Bakit merong... Paano ito namatay? What the hell? Okay.
Do me a favor. Make sure. In a nice dress.
Masyado tayo mahina.
That's enough of that.
Whew. Hidden Valley. Oh my god. Nangyari. Ano yun? Okay. This location looks like it might make a good safe house. Warm, dry, and some sort of crazy natural phenomenon at night that should keep the predators away. I'd love to start getting set up But there are a few nearby points of interest I need to gather intel on first. Not sure how long that will take.
Hold on, I've got this. I'd like a large atomic shake and a double Brahmin burger. And easy on the agave sauce this time.
We gave you a password, Veronica. It's for your safety.
I know where you live, Ramos. Open up.
For Pete's sake. Opening up. Welcome back, Veronica.
Good to be back, yeah?
Listen up. I'm in charge of security around here, and I can't say I'm too happy about having an outsider waltzing around. But since you came in with Veronica, I'm inclined to cut you a little slack. Just behave yourself, and we won't have any problems, okay? Oh, and the Elder's going to want to talk to you. He's on the second level. Just take a right once you get down there. My office is right here in case you need anything. Just ask for Ramos.
Okay.
Looking sharp, Ramos.
Behave yourself this time, Veronica. Download complete. Begin recording. Navarro Outpost scientists, I am glad that EDE has reached you. You will find several data banks of information on this machine.
Okay.
Please handle this information with the utmost care as it represents the sum total of the results of my research on the Duraframe iBots. There are also several data banks with information on my research into Poseidon Energy and some projects they were working on in the Mojave area.
Our former elder, Elijah, was obsessed with new technology. That's why we were at Helios in the first place. Power armor is pretty intricately made. It's not an easy thing to fix. Hardin will be elder soon. Mark my words.
bunker takes a little getting used to, doesn't it?
Yep.
Hello, outsider. Our former elder, Elijah, was obsessed with the new technology. That's why we were here at Helios in the first place.
Hello, Veronica. How goes your mission?
We'll know in a second. I wanted to talk to you.
Veronica, tell me this isn't about...
Yes, goddammit, it is. But you're gonna hear me out this time.
We've been through this.
The things I've seen now, other groups succeeding where we fail, it's not too late for us.
We've outlasted the end of the world. We'll outlast these upstarts.
Waiting in a hole for everyone else to die.
If we must.
This is a dead end for us.
I see no evidence of that. Nor do I see anyone out there with a solution to our problems.
How could you? You're too scared to look. Let's go. We're wasting our time. What's up? It pays like ass, but it's hard to get other work with my skill set. What do you want to know?
What's their purpose?
Good question. These days, it's hard to say. Once upon a time, it was about technology, controlling it so it couldn't destroy us again. Energy weapons and power armor are usually tops on our list, although I appreciate anything that's vintage. But that all seems so limited now. We haven't grown or adapted, and now we're stuck in a hole, not carrying out our mission.
How did you get to be a member?
More sexual favors than I can even count. I am still tired from it. No, actually, you're born into it. My parents, their parents, so on. When you're young, you can choose to leave, but it's home, so most people don't. We don't take on new members, really. You can do the math on our long-term prospects based on that point. I keep hoping we'll change that.
Okay. What do you do for them?
I'm a procurement specialist. Like I said, it's basically grocery shopping, except sometimes the groceries are scavenged parts and arcane technology. The elder who brought us to the Mojave, Father Elijah, usually had me looking for these old memory units, but he'd never tell me what they were for. Nowadays, I'm usually sent to do business with traders at places like the 188, but sometimes I think it's just to keep me out of everyone's hair. I know sometimes I sound like I don't. I know. But there's something that still rings true to me about our code. There's an honor to it. We're protecting people. Even if it's from themselves, it's a good cause. We just lose sight of the big picture sometimes. Treat all our practices with the same sacredness. Ah, the Codex. If it's in there, we have to abide it. If it's not important. It documents our history, too. Part of what scribes like me do is update it. I wonder... Nah, they'd probably catch it if I rewrote the Founder's axioms. No. We only protect people from themselves, and only in the sense that we don't let them have the really good pre-war toys. And sometimes it's more like we protect ourselves from them and hope to outlive them and become humanity's sole heirs. We've had people go rogue, though, and start helping people. One chapter had a small civil war over it. We take our isolationism seriously. He was our elder when we came east. A wizard with technology, really. His mind just worked that way, naturally. I learned a lot from him. But he started having disagreements with the other elders. The Brotherhood's interest is in old technology. He wanted to explore developing new tech. And there were other ways he wanted to push, other weapons, ones with ethics questions attached. Rather than deal with him, they sent him east.
Okay. Let's keep moving.
Let's. What's up?
Hello.
When Paladin Ramos informed me that Veronica was approaching with an outsider in tow, at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I've decided that an outsider could be of use to me right now. However, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be allowed to leave here, though you'd remain Veronica's responsibility. What do you say, outsider? Are you willing to help us?
Sure.
Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, with you being one of the few exceptions. In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them. The less who are aware of this situation, the better. My brothers and sisters were deeply traumatized by the losses we incurred several years ago. It would be imprudent to worry them unduly without first discovering the facts of the situation.
Okay.
I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, and one other thing. The patrols each had a holotape detailing their missions that you can use to track them. The shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them, but their positions should show up on your map once you get to the surface. Should our worst fears become realized, please bring back all 3 of the holotapes from the patrols. Otherwise, bring our brothers home. I've given the order that you be given access to some of the equipment our scouts and patrols have scavenged over the years. You won't be allowed to purchase any prohibited equipment, but hopefully some of what's available will prove useful to you. Found the missing patrols, or... I can spare a little time. What did you want to talk about?
Tell me about the lockdown.
It's a protective measure that was enacted after our defeat at Helios. The NCR was hot on our heels, and we wouldn't have survived another encounter. It was decided that we would stay quiet for a time, heal the wounded, and try to come up with a new strategy. However, after we had fully recuperated, our first scouting measures showed that the NCR's presence in this region had only increased in our absence. There are now more than 5 times the number of NCR troops in the area as when we fought them, and we have half the number we did at Helios. And so the lockdown has been extended. To go outside would be the death of us all.
How do you get supplies?
We have some personnel that are allowed to travel on the surface. They trade for what we need and occasionally drop off what they acquire. We make sure that they only enter or leave the bunker while the sandstorm is active, to avoid detection.
What is with the crazy sandstorm on the surface?
That is this base's defensive system. It serves as camouflage and masks all entry and exit from the bunker. We use it to hide our patrols and supply runners, though we still send such out at night to be extra safe.
Okay.
Later.
The fuck?
I'd slap him around, but he stood at my parents' wedding. Plus, he used to make excuses to get me out of my punishment when I'd slept through head scribe Taggart's lectures. Figure I owe him for that. He means well.
What now?
I'm not giving up. He wants evidence, but he'll never go looking for it. He's scared I'm right. He'll never listen unless I hold the proof right in front of his face. That's my question to the Elder. All these years, the Brotherhood has collected weapons technology. And for what? To keep it out of people's hands? That clearly hasn't worked. To defend ourselves? We can't compete with the NCR's numbers or the Legion's. We're fighting a war for a lost cause. If we're gonna survive, we have to find a role in society, attract new members.
How would you propose to do that?
Look at the followers of the Apocalypse. They use their expertise to improve people's lives. They train them to be self-sufficient. That expertise cultivates respect and gratitude, spreads their ideals, draws talent to their cause. They make friends like we make enemies. But they don't know a fraction of what we know. If we took on their role, we could stand up to anyone. We wouldn't have to hide. He's a stubborn old man, but when it comes down to it, he's got our best interests at heart. If he sees some indisputable sign we're on the wrong course, he won't ignore it. I don't know. We need something that shows the Brotherhood will fail, or that it can do better a different way. The only thing that gets his attention is technology. Maybe Father Elijah had the right idea. Our elder before McNamara.
Yes,
There were a
yes,
few he
Venom.
only trusted me with. I can think of at least one that'd prove my point, if it still exists. There's a comm terminal not too far from here I'd use to access messages from him. If we go...
Let's go.
I'm with you. Being around here isn't the same anymore.
So, you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Name's Hardin. I'm the head paladin of this chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say?
Sure.
As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown. No one goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years. And those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by. And many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations. And all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed. Veronica's a special case. She handles the procurement of supplies. If we didn't let her and those like her back in, we'd all starve. If the Elder could manage it, he'd shut them out as well, and all in the name of security. Which is why we need to replace him. Of course I have, many times in fact. The Elder has an open-door policy and will listen to advice on any subject save this one. He refuses to see that our isolation is slowly weakening us. Aside from being our duty, going out on missions is what kept us strong. And because he fails to see that, he must be replaced. I would. I'm the senior-most paladin in the chapter, and have more combat experience than any two others here put together. I'd gladly support another candidate, but no one has the courage to step forward and make the attempt, so it falls to me. I would put this chapter back on the right path, if I could just assume leadership. I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an Elder and come up with nothing. The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help me, which is why we're having this conversation. An outsider such as yourself would arouse less suspicion asking questions about such matters. The fact that the Elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line open to the man himself. In short, you're in a perfect position to help me. Will you at least think about it?
Sure.
That'll have to do. I'd recommend going to see Ramos first. As head of security, he's more familiar with our protocols than anyone else here. You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a problem accessing it. And if McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them. Report anything you find to me, and we'll move from there.
What is this? Veronica brings an outsider into our home, then has a private audience with the Elder? The two of you may have the Elder fooled, but we know better. Veronica has always twisted the Founder's principles to her own ends. We will not stand idly by and allow her to corrupt our Elder's thinking.
The fuck?
Pardon?
Veronica.
Sorry about that. Just because I love them doesn't mean some of them aren't assholes. What's up?
Evening.
Look, this isn't a great time. Oh, what the hell. It's not like we're making any progress. I'm Ibsen, and I hope your day is going better than mine is.
Something wrong?
Yeah, I'm in charge of keeping this data system up and running, but accessing it is a little, touch and go at the moment.
Need any help?
I could use some assistance, sure, but I highly doubt you have the technical background to help us deal with this virus. Yeah, some pre-war jackass with too much time on his hands apparently decided to inflict his misery on those around him. It's scrambling all the terminals here at the moment. Luckily, we only use this section for storing historical data. I suppose it couldn't hurt to get another pair of eyes on this. Maybe you'll be able to come up with something coming at it fresh. While the entire system is infected, the virus itself is spread across 3 terminals. The problem is that it keeps moving periodically. We'll have it nailed down in a terminal or 2, only to have it jump to another set of terminals before we locate the 3rd. Did you want to try isolating the virus? All right. I'll track the virus from over here. Look, this isn't a great time. Did you want to try isolating? I don't have time to think. Did you want to try isolating the virus? What? No, that's brilliant. It would let us seal a portion of the virus to a particular terminal, even when the other parts move. You'll need to locate it on 3 different terminals in this area in 1 minute. Any longer and it'll jump, and you'll have to start all over. Locating the virus would probably be nearly impossible. But the pompous little bastard that wrote it made things a little easier for us. Normally, terminals infected by the virus just display gibberish, but we found that terminals the virus moved to had some real data passed to them. We were able to decrypt the data and discovered that it was just messages from the virus's writer taunting his victims. When you find terminals with those messages, lock them down and move on. Find 3 of them before the virus jumps, and we'll wipe the damn thing.
Okay.
Best of luck to you. I'll tell the others to take a break so they don't get in your way. Oh, and I'll keep track of when it jumps for you. To maximize your chances, wait for my signal before you begin.
The bunker takes a little getting used to, doesn't it? The bunker takes a little getting used to, doesn't it?
I'll track the virus from over here. You just concentrate on locating the terminals hosting it.
Hello, outsider.
The virus just jumped. Find which terminals it went to. Seconds.
Don't work too hard there, Ibsen.
That's it. We got it. The virus has been purged. You actually did it. If you don't mind my saying so, I didn't think you had a chance in hell of pulling it off. But I'm glad to be wrong for once. Thank you, my friend. Please feel free to access the data store at your leisure. I'm only allowed to give you access to non-classified topics, but it's better than nothing, right? I can understand how the man might be frustrated by the current situation. He's a take-charge sort of fellow. Standing around's not his strong suit. I myself often wish we could end this interminable stasis and begin moving forward again. Well, you'd have to get a senior-level member of the chapter to unlock a topic for you. I've given you access to what I can, but that's not much. the majority of topics fall under Ramos's aegis, since they'd constitute a security risk. Good luck getting anything out of him. You might have better luck with another member of the senior staff. Try talking to them about it.
Okay.
Bye.
Hey. Hey.
Hmm? Oh, you must be the outsider everyone's buzzing about. Pleased to meet you. I'm Lorenzo, senior knight and general handyman around here.
See you later.
Bye.
The bunker takes a little
Try to
getting
keep
used to,
Veronica
doesn't
out
it?
of trouble, would you?
Hello.
Yes, what is it?
And you are?
Ah, the outsider. I suppose it's too much to ask that jarhead Ramos to keep outsiders away from my research. I am head scribe Taggart, and I am much too busy to deal with the likes of you right now.
Scribe Taggart, it's your favorite student.
What a bedroom.
The bunker takes a little getting used to, doesn't it?
Yeah?
What the fuck? What's with all the computers?
It's our virtual reality training hall. We don't really go out all that often anymore, so this is how we stay sharp.
You said anymore.
Yeah, a lot more. Back when we were at the Helios station. Oh, crap. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to talk about that, especially with outsiders. So forget you just heard that, okay? Head scribe Taggart quickly realized my extraordinary talent when I took the mandatory VR combat testing. Soon after that, he requested that I get transferred to VR specialist training, serving as his assistant. I miss hanging out with the other students all the time, but at least I get to skip all those boring lectures.
Okay.
Well, like just about everyone else here, I grew up in the Brotherhood. My father was a scribe and my mother a paladin.
Are parents here somewhere?
They both died at Helios 1. The others were always like a family to me before that, but afterward they became my family in truth.
Okay.
Bye.
Hello, outsider.
Hardin owes his life to McNamara. That's why he won't challenge him outright.
I can hardly notice that lazy eye anymore, Watkins.
Hello, you must be the outsider everyone's talking about.
I'm Linda Schuller. If you ever need medical attention, this is the place to come.
Okay.
Yes, I handle all medical needs in the bunker. If you're ever wounded, I can treat you. For a fee. Normally I'd just be the base's medical officer. But my other duties say otherwise. We have equipment here to treat most physical injuries. Lacerations, broken bones, that sort of thing. We also carry a full supply of antitoxins. You may have noticed the bark scorpions up above. Though tiny, their venom packs quite a punch. Treating scorpion stings is my most common procedure. I can also treat any form of radiation sickness you pick up out in the waste. No matter what stage. Save the last. I'm this bunker's head scribe in everything but name. I supervise the research teams. I collate the reports. I attend the meetings. But for reasons beyond me, that buffoon Taggart still gets the title. And don't get me started on that little pet of his. Everyone around here knows what's going on there but her. I don't appreciate how much harder I have to work to cover for his tendency to focus on his personal projects. I try not to think too much about his personal proclivities.
Time for me to go.
Hey, welcome to the range. Feel free to use any open lane.
Okay.
Sure. The Elder's already given the okay. Unfortunately, you'll have to use your own weapons and ammo.
Later.
Still breaking hearts there, I see, Scribe Schuller.
The bunker takes a little getting used to, doesn't it? The word came down from the Elder that I'm to offer you some of our lesser wares. As if I didn't have other matters on my mind.
What's up?
If you must know, my inventory check this week shows that our weapon count is one short. Somehow we're missing a laser pistol. Hardin will have my head if I don't find that weapon soon. I can't delay my report to him any longer. If you happen to find it, bring it here right away. I might be able to throw a few supplies your way if you do. Have you found it? I need to... Then we have... Our patrols are always bringing more stuff in. Take a look. Give me a shout if you need anything.
Hardin owes his life to McNamara. That's why you won't challenge him outright.
Yes, can I help you?
I'm trying to help Torres find a missing laser pistol. Have you seen it around?
No, no idea. Sorry.
You've been outside. Is the NCR really still hunting us?
Hey, Torres.
Yeah? I'm currently an apprentice in the Brother. The scribes are responsible.
Hello?
Hello. Can I help you?
Yes, can I help you? I don't think these repairs will ever end.
How are you, Scribe Schuler?
Quite well. Thank you for asking, Veronica.
Does Ramos know you're walking around without a guard?
Yes, can I help you?
I've important work to do, so no time to talk.
Oh, may isa akong nakakalimutan.
Only a few people get to venture outside. Usually to trade for food.
Yeah?
Your presence here... Outsiders aren't even allowed to know that our bunker's here, let alone come and go freely. You impressed Elder McNamara, obviously. He must believe that you'd be very useful.
So you're head of security.
That's right. Nothing gets in or out of here without me knowing it.
Okay.
Under the lockdown, only essential personnel are permitted to enter or leave. That includes supply runners and high-security patrols. All other personnel are forbidden to leave, and any personnel that were out there when the lockdown was enacted are forbidden from returning. Fine by me? So, you've been talking to Hardin, eh? He's been looking for a way to usurp McNamara ever since the lockdown started. Don't get me wrong, he's a good man. But Elder McNamara has done all right by us. If it weren't for him, none of us would have survived at Helios. I'll tell you what I told Hardin. There have been only a few cases of elders being dismissed from their posts in the Brotherhood's history. And those involve crimes that someone like Elder McNamara is just not capable of. You can look it up for yourself if you want. I'll grant you access to that portion of the history section of our data store. See Senior Scribe Ibsen about accessing it. I'm sure someone's told you all this before. Several years back, we were running our chapter out the Helios 1 solar power station. Our elder at the time, Elijah, had some kind of obsession with the place, which is the only reason we stayed as long as we did. That place was hardly defensible, and we knew the NCR was moving in on us, but the elder refused to budge, insisting that he just needed more time. We never found out what he needed time for. Wave upon wave of NCR troopers hit us from all directions. We held out for a time, but we were grossly outnumbered, and they had more men than we had ammo. Eventually, our positions collapsed. Elder Elijah was nowhere to be found, so McNamara took charge and led what remained of us on a counteroffensive west. We lost a lot of men and women, but we broke through and made it here. Make no mistake, McNamara saved this chapter that day.
Okay. Gibson scrap. Donald research notes.
Let's see what we've got here. Okay, yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. The pulse gun. Although maybe the rangefinder could work too. And it looks like the NCR was onto some miracle farming technology.
What's a pulse gun?
Electromagnetic weapon from before the Great War. Experimental. It never saw mass production. But they were building it as a countermeasure to power armor, which they feared the Chinese were developing. Supposedly a prototype was being housed at Nellis. Imagine what it could do to the Brotherhood. We'd be on equal footing with any idiot with a gun.
Farming tech.
More or less. Supposedly it's a vegetation enhancer. NCR has a science branch headquartered at McCarran Airport. Guess they found something. Guess somebody wasn't very good at keeping secrets either. We'd never pursue it because it's not a weapon, but self-sufficiency is fundamental to us. If it works, they'd see the value of an alternate course. It's a targeting device for some kind of doomsday weapon based at Helios 1. It was lost sometime after the war. We held Helios 1 for a time. Lost a lot of people defending it. Too many. All for this weapon they never got working. If it turns out to be a dud, it'd show how flawed our goals have been. Father Elijah said he thinks a scavenger might have sold it on the strip.
That's a vegetation technology, sure.
Okay. What better way to persuade them than to give them a taste of what they stand to gain, right? Maybe the best place to start is to see what we can find out directly from the NCR. Let's head to their OSI office at McCarran.
Okay.
I like the way you think.
Next na natin gawin yan. Alright. I'll end the stream here. Nag-crash tayo one time. Nagkaroon ng technical difficulties simula. It is what it is. Alright, bye. Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye now.